Well, the Packers unfortunately fell to the Browns with a score of 10-13 in a very winnable game. Um, One that's still bothering me, as I know it's probably bothering you too. So, I'll just let you go first, Carter. Why don't you just tell me what's on your mind with the Packers?
Makes you want to kick a fat kid, if you know what I mean. If that was a trap game, we got caught with our pants down. Oh my,
Unfortunately,
I don't, I have this list of notes over here, and it, I feel like the top point really sums it up, and that's, it felt too much like week 18 last year against the Bears. Didn't show up, played sluggish, special teams disaster, defensive penalties give them the win. It's like, fucking Christ. It just was not an okay game. Like, I knew the Browns' defense was good, but oh my God. Like,
they
we
they
were not prepared for
dominated.
that.
They dominated our offensive line. They were in our backfield. It seemed like half, the majority of the game. I don't know. It was crazy to me.
And it's like it's not good when LaFleur says, yeah, I got outcoached. You didn't just get outcoached by Stefanski. You got outcoached alone by their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
In fact, the only good coaching I saw in that game was Jeff Hafley and Jim Schwartz. That was it. Those were the only good coaches, the defensive coordinators. Everything else looked terrible. Like Love, up until those two boneheaded plays, looked good. He looked pretty solid. He was doing what he had to do.
Yep.
But
And I was so excited too because I was watching that game and I was just thinking like, okay, Packers, it's not going to be a pretty win because at this point they were still up by you know what was it, 13 or whatever, I don't know. No,
no.
10.
Yeah.
But you
It,
know I just was like, okay, they're gonna win by their defense. They got multiple ways to win now, and all of a sudden, all it takes is some really ridiculous pass from Jordan Love, and that, oh my god, that's another thing. Like, okay, so Jordan Love, we're at the point now where we can't see those kind of throws anymore. Like, those are mistakes that young players make. It's time. I cannot see Jordan Love still throwing. I mean, was it just his first option? Did he just throw to his first option into like triple coverage? It looked like, I don't know.
can I
Well,
emphasize just how bad that play was to begin with?
yeah.
They were running a quick slants with all three of their wide receivers on the same side.
So it was just a clusterfuck, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. And LaFleur defended the play by saying, well, that was just a design quick play. That doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if the receiver went too deep on his route. Love threw that ball anyways. That was like, I've been a Love defender from day one. I have taken his jersey off in shame against the Raiders game his first year starting. That was easily the worst pick he could have thrown that I've seen him throw in his career. I'm not even talking like the 49ers NFC divisional round, right? That was a bad pick. This was worse because that was just first year starter, first time in the playoffs, trying to play hero ball. That growing pains.
Yeah.
This was bad. Terrible. Any competent starting quarterback knows, oh, hey, there's two guys right there. I better not throw it at them. And he threw it at him. It's like, throw the ball away. Take the
Yeah.
sack. Do something other than throw the ball. Trying to force a play to happen that's clearly busted.
Well, that's another thing too. That sack he took, I forget how far into the game that was, but he could have just threw that ball away. Like,
For
I don't.
starters, they didn't even need to snap the ball. It could have gone into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But he snapped the ball anyways. Which I get. Maybe you're trying to catch him off guard, right? I have that philosophy too. But if you're gonna do it, don't lose 9 yards on the play.
Well, I think because it was 3rd and 1, so I think there might maybe the process was that you maybe you don't pick it up, and then it's 4th and 1, and then you could make a decision from there what you want to do, which would have worked, but it just throw the ball away, like you said.
Just
It
didn't. I don't. It once they scored that touchdown, it all went downhill, and I think a lot of it has to do with LaFleur. I am not forgiving LaFleur at all in this game because time in and time out, we are just seeing him play soft when he's up. He had, for that kind of game, a considerable lead of 10 zip, and then he just went soft. It just, I don't, he got predictable. It was just the same old LaFleur that we always see when things aren't going his way. I I have yet to see him coach a full game with Jordan Love. And in
well
fact,
that
I don't remember a lot of Rodgers games either where it was a full game. He's always one half a great great coach, but after that,
it's
just
like
disappear.
he gets comfortable, like the whole team gets comfortable, and then he's not like, I don't know, he's just kind of settling, and I don't know, it's just
It,
a lot had to go wrong to lose that game, and unfortunately everything seemed to
it did.
go
Everything went
wrong.
wrong. Everything. And it's like as soon as the game was tied too, I knew LaFleur was just going to play for the field goal instead of the win. Which, yeah, maybe statistically is the smart thing to do, but not in that game. I think anyone at home all had the same gut feeling of that kick's about to miss, isn't it? But no, the worst thing happened. It was blocked and recovered and taken 2 plays away from field goal range for them. They were getting that game completely flipped on us. They were gaining all the momentum, and LaFleur was just skidding on by, banking on the field goal. And speaking of special teams, all these other fucking, like the Rams had probably had the worst one where literally the block kick turned into the return touchdown. But this is just every single week, Rich Bisaccia is in charge of special teams. Why are we always penalized on special teams? Why is there always a disaster on special teams? Why is it every time it's 2 steps forward, it's 1 step back with him? He should not be a coach on this team. I don't care if the players love talking to him. I don't care if he's a great locker room presence. Fucking make him a vibes guy then. Stop paying him to be your special teams coordinator. Because he's just not doing his job. If I was the head coach and my special teams coordinator routinely was leading the special teams, and I'm just throwing this number out my ass, but the most penalized special teams in the league, he wouldn't be in charge anymore.
And to your point, even if they missed that field goal from 55 yards, if the Browns did, we we were offsides on that play too, so they would have got the re-kick anyway, and they probably would have made that one. So it's dumb plays. And then, oh, the other thing that was really grinding my gears is I didn't know, like, losing Zach Tom on the offensive line. I know he's like one of our best offensive linemen, but I didn't know it was going to have the impact that it did.
Where was Dillard? Where was that other guy, Banks or whatever his name is? Not Banks. I think it's Belton. Whoever it was
yeah, Belton.
last
Yeah.
week against the Commanders, they were rotating those 2 guys out. Where were they?
And
But
then
no,
you have
put
Jordan
you put
Morgan.
Yeah, 3 false starts. It's like I know you didn't play much last season, but this is your second year, pal. And it's like
And
you're false. Oh,
they were very timely false starts. Like, it wasn't something where it was just like on first down, like these were like 3rd down plays, like make it or break it plays. And he's backing us up, so then we have to be punting the ball. It was so frustrating.
that was definitely the most animated I've gotten during a Packer game with family around. It's a miracle I didn't say anything naughty. But that was just the ugliest game on all, even like defense. Like the Browns don't have that great of an O line, and we only got like 1.5 sacks. Are you kidding me? And I'm not saying Micah Parsons had a bad game, but he sure didn't show up to that game.
Mm-mm.
Rashawn Gary didn't show up. Van Ness didn't show up. I mean, he did. Van Ness did have that one good play. But it's like, I knew the game was over, and I said it from the beginning. We could not let Quinshon Judkins start running on us. And that's when we lost the game, is when Judkins was finding the gaps, taking off, running through people. It's like, we just lost the game. Because as soon as they got the run game going, there was no stopping it. And, oh my God.
Did it feel like to you late in the game the Packers kind of gave up a little bit more on the run?
They just couldn't run, okay? Everyone and their mother knew against the Browns, Jacobs was not going to have a good week. Derrick Henry had, 23 yards on 11 carries?
Yeah.
It's like Chase Brown did not do good. I'm not saying he's a good running back, but he's definitely a better one. Like the Browns have a great run defense. Jacobs was never going to have a good rushing game. But the O-line was not doing us any favors in that department to begin with. They were just Jenkins was getting blown up, which was really shocking. As soon as Tom went down, we were getting blown up everywhere. Rasheed Walker freaking messed up a couple times.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I hope it's a trap game, but if this is how we're going to play going forward, especially against a stout defense, we have problems.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. I don't know. It's the first away game too, so I'm just hoping that it had something to do with it. But
Again, falls on the floor then.
yeah, he didn't have him prepared.
Mm-mm. And it's like my stepdad, he's like, well, maybe we should have drafted Caleb Williams because he hates Jordan Love. I don't know why. He just hates him. I'm like, no, maybe we should have hired Ben Johnson. Because Ben Johnson with this team fucking runs the league.
I don't hate Jordan Love. Like I hope I'm obviously rooting for Jordan Love, but like I said before, I think Jordan Love's gotta stop making these plays. Like we have to see it this year where Jordan Love can make the correct throws, the correct plays. And it's just as simple as throwing the ball when you need to throw it away, not just forcing ridiculous throws. Um, when Jordan Love has time, he's in the pocket and he can step up. He looks great. But as soon as there's a little pressure or remotely someone in the backfield, it just seems like he's making decisions that like sometimes they can really bite you, and sometimes it looks incredible because he makes these throws, but other times it's frustrating. So
It's like he can't decide if he wants to be a good quarterback or not. And I hate
yeah,
saying that because I'm a believer in him. I believe in Love, but it it's just weird because like his first year starting, he led the league in completions under pressure, but now it's flipped almost. Like first game and a half under pressure, he was amazing at completing the pass. But now this last game and a half, he's only good when he has time to throw. So I don't know if the routes, if we're calling the wrong plays for receivers to get open or what. Because that was another issue. Because when Love did have even an ounce of time, just people weren't getting open. And
yeah,
you're watching these plays develop from certain angles, and you just see that the route tree is leading into another coverage. It's like, dude, this isn't okay. It's like why was every handoff to Jacobs like a delayed handoff?
oh, I hate when they do that.
It's like again, it's LaFleur, and like he is amazing at regular season wins, and yes, he has consistently gotten us to the playoffs, especially with the youngest roster in the league. But even Andy Reid was fired from the Eagles. Okay, at a certain point, you have to say you're great, you're amazing, but we need to take a chance on someone else to get us to the promised land. And I know this is just like copium, like Packers, like, oh, they finally lose, so they're overreacting. It's like this isn't just an overreaction for me. This is
No, because
This is 3 years of LaFleur doing this, especially with Love.
yeah, we've seen this same story before. It's not new. It's just the first 2 weeks you were hoping like, okay, maybe there was the defense and stuff they're ready, and then you see these old habits and stuff resurface, and
It's,
it's
we're
worrisome.
not, we're not seeing improvements where they need to be,
Yeah.
and it's. I need to look this up right now because I want to know what his contract is. Because again, Ed Policy said, "I will not extend any contracts or even entertain the idea until the end of the season." And honestly, right now, I'd say Goody is doing a much better job of keeping his job than LaFleur,
Oh, Goody is for sure.
especially his last few years.
Yeah, especially after obtaining Micah Parsons. I mean,
So LaFleur and Goody both have 2 years left. So after this year, LaFleur and Goody will have 1 year left.
I mean,
So
I
if
I, I could see a world where if LaFleur doesn't, if they don't make a deep run in these next 2 years.
Ed Policy, his dad, he's the one that rebuilt the 49ers. So he knows what it looks like to say, hey, we're not performing the way we need to. I need to make a change.
Yeah.
And I know LaFleur can be a great coach, but again, the consistent mistakes over and over and over again, the same habits he won't break. Even when his players look at the Cowboys game in the playoffs a couple of years ago, even that wasn't a complete game. We were up 40 whatever, and he just pushed, completely let go of the gas. He didn't go down to 20 miles an hour, he didn't go down to 10. He just went into cruise control. And it's just it's like he was trying to coast through that game after that. He can't coach a full game. It's like he doesn't understand, like, hey, keep the pedal to the metal when you're up. Don't play for the win. Don't just play and settle for a win. You need to keep going till the fucking final whistle blows. He doesn't seem to understand that. It's like, I don't like that Cowboys game was the last time I saw the Packers be dominant in this past year and a half. I don't know about you, but that's the last time I saw the Packers and said, that's the team we can be. That's who we need to be every week. We can be that every week, and we haven't. We have that is the bar LaFleur set with this team, with this offense, and we just haven't made it back since.
Well, I think that's why this is so annoying, is because I think these past 2 weeks we've seen them play, and it's kind of like the closest they've been to that Cowboys game, where we've been like, okay, like this is, if this is how they play for the entire season, like they could
But
make a lot of noise.
that
But
wasn't
then,
like we talked about in the other episodes. That was purely defense, just playing complete shutout. Which, by the way, they still haven't given up a first half touchdown, which is amazing, right? They still haven't given up more than 10 points, or no, more than 20 points in a game. Amazing,
yeah,
right?
I mean the defense is still, but I mean
They're,
that's expected against the Browns. I
but
mean,
look what happened with the Lions game. Got a little soft in the second half. Look at what happened in the Commanders game. Let the Commanders get back into it because you're playing soft. And then you proved me and a lot of people wrong by calling a 90-yard drive to really seal the game out. You know, he was showing those moves like, okay, I can win this game when I need to. But he doesn't do that consistently, and it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And like I still think about that comment someone said. It's like he's trying to outsmart himself and hide game tape for week 12 when we're in week 3. And it's
yeah,
like he's talking like he kind of like passive aggressively criticized Rashid Walker saying this team can go 17-0. And he's like, we need to focus on the game ahead of us. It's like, I think you're focusing too far ahead. We're still in this game right now. Why aren't you winning this game right now? You know what I mean? It's just I it's like just the world, the possibility that LaFleur gets let go by policy after this next season. Just the possibility. I don't know who replaces him.
I don't
Because
know if
right
there's,
now,
I don't know if there's a good replacement though. But I mean, like, I don't know. It's tough. I don't. Yeah,
That's
yeah. Like you said, I don't know if I'm just overreacting over the loss or like if I should genuinely feel like a little worried. Um.
it, I don't know. It's I think we're just a lot of us still in shell shock. But like the last thing I'll say about LaFleur is how like when LaFleur calls plays with Love out there, it's almost like he doesn't trust Love.
Mm-hmm.
They're such soft and bland and predictable plays. But when Willis is out there, super creative, super dynamic, super fast. It's a whole new offense with Willis out there. It's almost like he doesn't care if Willis throws the bad ball. But when Love is out there, it's almost like he's trying to like protect himself, protect the game. So that's not what you do. You call plays to win. Doesn't matter who your quarterback is. You give him the plays that are gonna like help him the best, help him get the ball down the field for you. That's what the quarterback does. So it's just
Yeah, we've talked about that for how long. How the play calling's different with Malik to Jordan, and
people are misdiagnosing it, saying, "Oh, Malik Willis is just the better quarterback." So that's not the case at all. Willis is a great backup quarterback, and that's it. It's literally the play calling and it's all on LaFleur. It's not a Willis thing. It's not a Love thing. It's a LaFleur thing. So it's just like, yeah, a lot of this is feelings of an overreaction after being hyped up the past 2 weeks of being the best team in the league. But again, like you said and I said, like, we're seeing a pattern repeat itself again and again and again. It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Again, with LaFleur, with all the stuff he's been saying and like the pressers and stuff, like you better have a fire under your ass against that Cowboys team and ready to put up or shut up.
oh yeah,
I'm talking 35 points minimum, okay? I don't want to settle for no 18 point, 21 point, 27 point bullshit. I want 5 touchdowns out of this offense against that team. Because if the Bears can just about do it, if the Giants can put up a shootout with the Cowboys, I
there's no
want to see
reason
the
the
Pack.
Packers
Nope.
can't.
And that'll be a great indictment of LaFleur's coaching if he can't do that. I
Yeah,
think if we can't blow out the Cowboys next week, and let's say let's say Love doesn't throw interceptions. Let's say Jacobs doesn't, fumble the ball. Let's say the receivers actually catch the ball again, which they did this week. It's all coming down to the floor on this. It just is. And how we do in that game will tell us how the rest of the season will go. That is my, or I don't know what you want to call it, prediction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
That's a good point.
One game down, but how we bounce back from this is going to be very telling.
Well,
yeah,
I guess we will wait for the Cowboys game, and we'll have another video on that Packer game, and hopefully with better results. I guess till next time,
hopefully.
go Pack Go.